Hello and welcome back to the opening kickoff, your new favorite show to watch every single week before the NFL week gets started. And make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you can be here every Thursday at noon before Thursday Night Football. Let's get into these games from last week.
I'm 8-6 now. As of last week, Maddox went 7-7, putting me at 40-34 total. Maddox, excuse me, 37-37 total. We both got the Bucks Falcons wrong. You can talk about that.
It sucks that everything we talked about with Matt's all gone because that was pretty funny. Surprised you didn't want to talk about it.
No.
You don't want to get mad again?
No.
Basically, I am the reason the Bucks lost.
Yeah. I don't have the energy to tell us.
So if you don't know about the jersey luck, tune in the last episode. Whatever jersey I'm wearing during a game, that team loses. I was wearing a new Kirk Cousins jersey I had all day. I took it off to hang it up, and I needed my parlay to hit, and I needed the game to go to overtime. So I put on my Baker jersey so that the Falcons could get to the field goal range to tie the game up, and then the Falcons ended up losing, and then I told him, and he got really mad. But yeah, Kirk balled out 500 yards. He now has another game-winning drive on primetime TV, so do your homework on Kirk Cousins.
The Ravens-Bengals, I got wrong. Could have gone either way.
It really could. That was game of the year so far.
If the holder did his job, I'd be up by 2 right now.
Yeah, but if my aunt had nuts...
No, I'd be up by 3.
If my aunt had nuts, she'd be my uncle.
She'd still be your aunt if she identifies as a woman, you freaking douche.
Whatever.
Bills versus Texans, we both got wrong. What the fuck were the Bills doing in that final drive?
Dude,
that shit was dumb.
In your own end zone, throwing the ball 3 times. Here's my thing. I get it. You have Josh Allen, and you want to put trust in him to win the game. He went 9 for 30 that game passing. So that means he was 9 for 27 before that drive. And after the first incompletion, you're like, fuck it, let's throw it again. After the second incompletion, you're like, fuck it, let's throw it again. It's third down. It's clearly not working. At least get rid of one of the Texans' timeouts or use some clock. I don't know. That was very stupid on the Bills' part. So
yeah, that shit was
Dick's
stupid.
revenge game, though.
Cardinals, 49ers, we both got wrong. I wanted to pick the Cardinals really bad.
I think this is a really stupid way to put it, but the Niners lost that game. I don't think the Cardinals won it.
No, the Cardinals looked really good. I disagree. And then Giants, Seahawks, we both got wrong.
Yeah, honestly, dude, shout out the Giants. I mean, the Seahawks had a bit of a, iffy game, but I mean, the Seahawks didn't they have like a 99-yard defensive touchdown?
Yeah.
And the Giants still managed to win it without Malik Neighbors. Very impressive win by the Giants. I think the Seahawks have been pretty impressive so far this season. I mean, their first 3 wins weren't really, but that game against the Lions, I mean, I was impressed with them. So Giants coming out and winning, I think it says a lot.
Packers, Rams, I was so close. If Stafford had Puka or Cooper Kupp.
But he didn't, and I was right. So do your homework.
Okay, I'm still winning. You do your homework. Games you got wrong that I didn't, Jets, Vikings.
Hey, I'm okay with getting that game wrong. I mean, Vikings won. I'll take it. I'm happy with it. Dude, Aaron Rodgers just did not play good. Robert Saleh got fired. That's another reason I wish everything we talked about. I literally said that they need to fire Robert Saleh yesterday when we were recording, and now it's all gone.
Sure you did.
You were literally there.
I'd say that too, bud.
All right, you were literally there. And here's my thing. You got rid of Robert Saleh. We all know what the next step is. Get rid of Nathaniel Hackett, and everything's taken care of. And trade for Devontae Adams, and then we're all good. And then the Jets are back to being a contender. But as long as Nathaniel Hackett's calling that offense, it's a completely outdated offense, and it's never going to work in today's NFL.
Jets fans needs to make a racket and get rid of Nathaniel Hackett. Bar.
That was not a bar.
Dolphins, Patriots. You got wrong. I got right.
I did get it wrong. Shittiest game of all time. I could honestly care less. I think literally could have gone either way. It was just which team plays less shitty. Did you see Drake May was announced as the starter for next week?
Rest in peace.
He's gonna die. That O-line is not good. I mean, I'm excited we get to see Drake May play, and I mean, if you get drafted 3rd overall, you're supposed to be a game changer. So who knows? He could come in and ball out. You never know.
Watch the Patriots win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say all that, but
Patriots make the playoffs. Bold prediction right here.
Drake
May.
You're literally just saying that to clip farm.
No, I'm not.
You're clip farming.
Drake May is going to go 12-1 to finish the season, make the playoffs.
You're clip farming.
And then Saints, Chiefs, you suck.
Yeah, the Saints played bad. Honestly,
that was a bad pick.
That was just a bad pick. I don't know. I just like the Chiefs barely won 4 games in a row, and I was like the Saints. I thought the Saints had a good enough defense that maybe they could fuck with the Chiefs a little bit, and the Chiefs would get a little less lucky. But Chiefs looked good. Saints didn't look good, and that was just a bad pick by me. I can own it.
All right, let's go ahead and get into our Week 6 NFL picks. Before we do, I need to make a sincere apology to our fans.
Why's that?
Dude, I was showing my feet to fucking everybody on that screen last week.
I watched the episode. I didn't notice your feet once. The only reason you noticed is because you're looking for it. I promise nobody's looking for your feet.
Thanks for thinking. All right. Week 1, we got the 49ers versus Seahawks Thursday night football. I got the 49ers. The Seahawks started 3-0. They're going to be 3-3. 49ers, they're going to win these big games they need to win.
Yeah, I agree. I do think this is going to be like a close, ugly game. I only have the Niners winning 21-20. Are we good? Yeah, we're good. I do think this is like a close, ugly game. I think the Seahawks have a competent enough offense that they could keep it close, but at the end of the day, the Niners are just a better team. And these division games that they need to win right now, especially with the record they have right now, they can't afford to lose anymore. So
I got a challenge for you. So you're going to take a screenshot or an overlay of me not in the background. Next. Oh, I'm invisible! You cannot see me through the green screen.
the bottom of your jersey was showing.
Well, look. Doesn't matter. You can't see my face.
I'm not. I probably won't do that.
Motherfucker. All right. Bears, Jaguars. Who do you got?
At Chicago, Bears defense has looked good. I'm not a fan of Trevor Lawrence. I think they had a slightly impressive win against the Colts. They tried their best to choke away the win, but that's one of the worst defenses with one of the worst secondaries in the league. Bears have been playing like one of the best defenses in the league, and Caleb has finally slowly started to get things together. I think the Bears, I have them winning by a field goal, but I think it's going to be more garbage time touchdowns by the Jags. I think it's going to be a pretty prominent win from the Bears.
In life, there's 3 guarantees. Taxes, death, and that the Chicago Bears suck. And Jaguars by 10 minimum. Jaguars win, no question. Trevor Lawrence is gonna go 13-4 to finish the season.
No, he's not.
Maybe.
And
maybe
that's another clip farm. But
it's not clip farming.
Do you think they finished with an above 500 record without clip farming?
Deadass. Watch. I am the Messiah, Maddox.
You're not the Messiah.
I've got the better record.
You have the better record. All of your picks or all of your hot takes have been dog shit. You haven't made a single good take
Bryce
all
Young,
year. It's dog shit.
In that last game, he went 4 for 7. Jay lied. He did not throw a pick the first drive. He went 4 for 7. That's over 50% completion percentage. More than C.J. Stroud last game.
And garbage
More
time.
than C.J. Stroud last game.
What?
C.J. Stroud had a 47% completion percentage last game.
Dude, you're actually clip farming. It's a smaller sample size. It's garbage time. And you're literally just saying that to be retarded.
I was bullshitting because I have no clue with C.J. Stroud. But he did. Hey, Bryce Young went 4 for 7 for 82 yards. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
and
garbage time.
Buccaneers, we're going to come out hot. Derek Carr is hurt now. We didn't know that yesterday. Derek Carr's going to be out for several weeks.
I hope they put in Rattler. I don't think they're going to, but I hope they do.
They should put in Rattler.
I don't know who their backup is that they were playing whenever he went out.
I have no clue that was either.
But I wish I would have paid more attention to his name. But Bucks at Saints. I have the Bucks as well. This is going to be another close divisional game. I think the Bucks, honestly, I don't think it'll be an impressive win. I think they're going to barely squeak it out against the Saints. Y'all's defense is just ass. That's all it comes down to. Kamara's going to run all over y'all, but y'all's offense is better, so y'all are going to squeak out the win by a field goal.
Okay, and the next game we got coming up for the new games, Cardinals, Packers. Who do you got?
In Lambeau, I'm taking the Packers. I don't think the Cardinals are going to be able to get away with what they got away with versus the 49ers. Just wasn't an impressive win to me. Jordan Love's pick 6 against the Rams was one of the worst throws I've ever seen in my entire life. However, after that, he made up for it, and he had a pretty good game. The Cardinals don't impress me on defense whatsoever. The Packers slightly impress me on defense, and I don't know. I think the Packers are just slightly better in almost every category of the game. So I think the Packers win it. I have them winning by a touchdown.
I got the Cardinals. Whoop, whoop! Jordan Love's washed.
I can't lie. I'm going to regret saying this. I think I feel very confident about this game. I really do think the Packers are going to take it. I might regret it.
Here's why the Cardinals are going to take it. Cardinals win the game last week against the Packers. They do not go and choke that many possessions as the Rams did. Stafford easily wins that game with one weapon. He had Whittington, and he kind of is pretty mid. I was high on him. He's been showing out kind of like I said he would. He had like 10 targets for 86 yards. Pretty good. But he dropped some pretty
Here's
big
my
catches.
question. When the Cardinals played the Commanders, when they were playing against a pretty, competent offense, and it's not a division game, the Commanders mollywopped them. The Cardinals couldn't put up points, and it's not even a good defense. The Packers' defense is 10 times more impressive. than the Commanders, and the Cardinals struggled to score on the Commanders. The Niners game is a divisional game. Anything can happen in those games. This is a different game, and I think the Packers win pretty easily.
So in Star Wars, Maddox.
This isn't Star Wars. You're just being a retard, like, for no reason.
There's a master and there's a Padawan, right? So, in 2017, a certain man won Heisman Trophy, and he's the greatest quarterback of all time. His name's Baker Mayfield. And guess what? He had a little Padawan who took over for him next year, became the first overall pick, and a Heisman winner.
Hang on,
Hang on. Murray.
I want you to keep that logic in your head. Your dumb, retarded Star Wars logic, right? So who was the leader of the Packers for the last 10 years? Somebody 100 times better than Baker Mayfield. Who's the Padawan? Somebody that honestly is better than Kyler Murray.
Ah, you got me there.
Yeah, so get shit on. Your logic's retarded, and I still beat you with
Wait,
it.
doesn't come. Well, I'll be right. And I beat you in picks. Colts, Titans. I got the Colts. Titans are dog water. Joe Flacco will cook them.
I can completely agree. I don't think the Colts are going to score as easily as they did against the Jags. The Titans have a way better defense than the Jags do.
Secondary, not necessarily. They have very weak secondary.
The Titans?
Yeah.
Not really. L'Jarius Sneed?
Oh, they did get L'Jarius Sneed.
Yeah. Look at this guy. Calling me a casual
Okay,
because
they
I'm
still
behind on
have
some
a shit
game
ton
picks.
of passing yards on them, though.
No, I agree. But their defense is still better than the Jags. The Jags have one of the... like, other than the Jags pass rush, they have nothing.
True.
I have nothing. But, yeah, I think the Colts are going to be able to put up points with Flacco. I don't think the Titans will be able to put up points, and it's just as simple as that.
So, Texans, Patriots. Before we made our picks, we didn't know about Drake May. Does that change your mind at all for this pick?
Fuck no. No. The Texans win this game by 3 possessions. I don't even have to say anything. There's literally nothing to say.
That's all I have to say. Ready?
That is so bad. That's so bad.
That's all I have to say. All right. Are we going time?
Yeah, we're good.
Pitt Browns, Eagles. Hold on. I have to say something to the Browns organization. If you want forgiveness from Lennon Hillman, a.k.a. Good Time Podcast, a.k.a. the co-host of the greatest NFL show there is, the Opening Kickoff, a.k.a. the Black Hammer.
What?
If you want forgiveness, bench Deshaun Watson, that's it. That's them admitting they fucked up.
Here's the thing. Not only that, like, they should. Like,
They should.
He cut him. I mean,
That's
you'll
admitting
take
they
a little
fucked
bit
up.
of dead cap.
No, it's not a little. It's 148 next year.
I know, but it's like you may as well bite the bullet now. Like, there's no point in having Watson for the next couple of years.
And Jameis Winston, get my boy Jameis.
Dude,
let him sling it.
I love watching Jameis Winston. He's not a starting quarterback, don't get me wrong, but he is so fun to watch. Like, I would
he's
actually
hilarious.
enjoy watching the Browns games. Watching the Browns sucks. Their O-line's terrible, and I think it is making Deshaun Watson a little bit worse, but that's not like an excuse to
It's
be
the attitude. It's that 4th and goal bullshit he pulled last
And
time.
it's just like there's been quarterbacks that have been successful with bad O-lines. We saw Joe Burrow do it. There's plenty of other examples. Like
Mahomes. In his early
yeah,
years.
his early years, the O-line wasn't great. But yeah, I don't know. Eagles win. I think the Eagles do have a turnover issue, and I do think the Browns defense probably get a couple turnovers, but I just think the Browns won't be able to move the ball, so the Eagles are just gonna have the ball the whole game. So
I think Jalen Hurts is going to show out and have a pretty good game. No turnovers. What prediction?
I wouldn't say no turnovers. I do think he has a good game because they're gonna be on offense. I think Saquon has a crazy game.
Yeah. The Bears defense. Dude, did you see the Commanders have those statistically worst defense in the NFL, and the Browns have the worst game on them on 20-yard plays, rushing yards, passing yards, sacks? Like
No,
the
they're just not good. They do genuinely, like, outside of maybe one or like maybe the Patriots, they probably have the worst O-line in the league.
Yeah.
It's bad. But Deshaun Watson, like, you got paid all this money. They traded first-round picks for you. You're supposed to be a game changer. You don't get that excuse. Sucks to suck, buddy. You're not a rookie.
Deshaun Watson, when you lose, you don't really lose a lot of money because you have guaranteed money, but you have to pay lawyer fees. I get it. You want to make some money? You mean the ring. That's all I got to say.
Deshaun Watson still has 8 more settled sexual assault cases than he does touchdowns since he has been traded to the Cleveland Browns.
Crazy. You sent me that today. That shit's hilarious.
Shit's crazy.
Chargers, Broncos.
I do have the Chargers winning. It'll probably be close. It's a divisional game, and the Broncos' defense has been good. Chargers just have more talent. I just think Sean Payton's going to get out coached. Sean Payton's most overrated coach of all time. Drew Brees carried your career. Jim Harbaugh's better than you, and the Chargers are going to win this game.
Jim Harbaugh. Goated.
Do your homework on Jim Harbaugh.
Do your homework. I got to go there.
Do we got to go there?
That's all we got to say. Steelers, Raiders. Justin Fields. Please start him.
If Russ is healthy, they're going to start him.
Do you think who has the better chance of winning on the squad right now?
It's hard to tell. We haven't gotten to see Russ in the offense.
Is it not Fields? Fields is a little more comfortable starting right now?
I wouldn't say so. He hasn't really had like a crazy game yet. I mean, against the Colts, he almost made that comeback, but keyword there is almost.
Against the Cowboys?
He didn't play good. What they score? 13 points?
Yeah, true.
Cowboys have been letting up points all year, and you're going to drop 13 on them. I think they think that they have a better chance of winning with Russ, and their plan was to start Russ. And I think if Fields was 5-0 at this point, they'd rock with Fields. But after losing 2 in a row, I think you got to go with Russ, the guy that you said was going to be the starter at the beginning of the year.
Did you hear what Troy Aikman said about what Russ is making his new slogan is for the Steelers?
What?
Do you remember it? It's 7th. Like, it's another cheesy one. He was like, first up, it was the Seahawks one. He's like, then Broncos country, let's ride. And Russ, like, already has a new slogan for the year.
Unlimited.
Mr. Unlimited. Falcons, Panthers. More than anything, I want to be wrong. I want the Panthers to win. They're so doggo.
They're so dog. I told you.
They're doggo. So I got the Falcons. Hopefully, Panthers come out. Please win it. Please win it. And then we'll beat the Saints, and we'll be back up to number 1 in the division.
Yeah, the Falcons are going to easily take this game. We just watched Kirk throw for 500 yards on the Bucs, and the Bucs are a way more competent team than the Panthers. The Falcons secondary is going to destroy Andy Dalton in that offense. He's going to throw at least an interception, and Kirk's going to move the ball pretty easily, and I think Bijan's going to finally have a good fucking game, so thank God for that. Put him in the game, dog. Oh, my God. Like, it's overtime, and you got Tyler Algier at running back. Like, I need him to get 3 more yards just to win some money, and you're going to put Tyler Algier in the game, bro. Like,
yeah, so basically you made the Bucs lose, and you still want to hit your parlay because you suck. So next up, guys, we have 2 rules on the podcast. Thou shalt not talk shit on Baker Mayfield. Thou shalt not root for the Cowboys. Give me the Lions. Give me the Cowboys.
I was about to say.
I read it wrong. I got the Cowboys. The Cowgirls are going to beat the Lions. Jared Goff is a better receiver than he is a quarterback. Do I got to go there?
This kid's so retarded. I could give a shit about you rooting for the Cowboys. Honestly, you can pick them. I think this will be... There's going to be a shootout, in my opinion. I have the final score 35-31 Lions, but it's kind of like what I said earlier. It's kind of like what I said earlier. I think the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns or so, and it's kind of just Lions using clock, garbage time. Cowboys try to make it a game, and it's just too little too late. I think the Lions... I could
see, if the Lions win, I could see a comeback more than what you're saying. I could see the Cowboys blow a lead easier, and then I could see the Lions blow.
Yeah, but I don't think the Lions blow the lead. I think it's just like
almost do.
The final score's gonna make it like it's kind of like that Cowboys wild card game last year against the Packers. When you look at the final score, I don't remember what it was, but like it looked like a close game.
28-45, something like that.
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, but it looked close or close-ish. Like they got mollywopped. I think it's gonna be a pretty similar situation here.
Next up, Bengals Giants.
I got the Bengals. Giants have been impressive. I honestly think this is gonna be slightly similar to the Bengals-Ravens game. Obviously, the Giants are not the Ravens, but the Bengals defense has just sucked all year. The Giants offense looked pretty decent there against the Seahawks. It's just Joe Burrow's better than Daniel Jones, and that's all it comes down to.
Do I got to go there? Do your homework. Bills-Jets.
Bills-Jets. I have the Bills. Just fired Robert Saleh, so who knows who's going to be stepping in for head coach for that game. I actually didn't even think about that.
It's their defensive coordinator.
I thought Saleh was calling the defenses, though.
But they still have a defensive coordinator.
I got you. Well, at least it's not Nathaniel Hackett. Oh, Bengals Giants, but
Bengals. Good job. All right, let's.
We also skipped a game, but we can do it after Bills.
What
Jets.
game do we skip?
Well, we can do it after Bills Jets. I have the Bills winning. Yeah, you did. Bills need this win pretty bad. I mean, Jets also. You want to bet $100 you didn't skip a game?
I don't think so, but it's fine. I believe you. We did.
Yeah, exactly.
Ravens commies.
Yeah, so I think the Bills are going to win. I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's honestly going to be a slightly boring game. I don't really see this being like a shootout. I do have the final score 27-24, which is a decent amount of points, but I don't know. Bills, I just don't see them making the same mistake they did against the Texans.
You think Josh Allen has a good game, or you think he has a mid game?
I don't think it's like a bad game, but I wouldn't call it great. I think it's just a normal Josh Allen game. Some shit where you like it's a good game, but it's just Josh Allen shit, you know? I think he needs a bounce back after last week. So does Aaron Rodgers, but I just don't like the Jets team as much as I like the Bills.
There's a chance Josh Allen got a concussion and they never tested him for it. And
he went to the blue tent, snorted a line, and came back out.
Exactly. Like, he did not get tested for no concussion. All right.
This might be game of the week.
Game of the week.
That's why we skipped it. We wanted to save it for last.
Well, I still have to do Bills-Jets.
Oh, that's my bad.
Aaron Rodgers is going to come out. You get a perk. You get a perk. You get a perk. Hey, new head coach. Hit this ayahuasca, baby. And, hey, they might not win in reality. They're going to win in their reality. You feel me?
So who are you picking?
The Jets.
That was the stupidest shit I've ever heard.
How? They're gonna be so fucked
No,
up.
I know what you mean. It was just retarded. Like, what's
That
your
is-
actual reason they're gonna win
Well, I
the
have
game?
to tell different jokes than yesterday that I had prepared. That's where it's getting.
I know, dude. It sucks. We lost all that from
You
yesterday.
know what I'm
Yesterday
saying?
went so good.
I'm overcompensating, guys. Sorry.
But this is going to be game of the week. Commanders at Ravens. This game's going to be very similar to Ravens at Bengals. Commanders have a great offense, but they don't have a good defense. Ravens are going to move the ball a lot. I do have the Ravens winning by a field goal. I think the Ravens just at the end of the day have a better offense and, just older team, more experience, harder division. They're used to playing these hard games. I don't think the Commanders are ready for what the Ravens are going to have for them. I think they're going to score a lot on offense, but their defense is not going to be able to do shit against Derrick Henry and Lamar.
So it's funny. I wanted to pick the Commanders really bad. Like, I honestly think the Commanders are probably going to win. This is my one pussy pick of the year. Where I was like, Maddox going to pick the Ravens, and there's a pretty damn good chance the Ravens are going to win this game.
No, there's not like there really wasn't any hesitation for this game. I was like, this is going to be a good ass game, but the Ravens win it. Like, there's
I agree,
really no
but you
hesitation
can
for me.
see a world where the Commanders do win it.
Yeah, there is a world, but I don't think it's the case. I think Lamar is going to have a field day.
Perfect. So now we're finally fucking caught up to where we were last week. So everything new is new.
Everything
To where we're not doing new shit. Because, guys, my hard drive fucked up, and hopefully we're not recording this again tomorrow.
Yeah, but what sucks is like this time I'll just cut all this out. But yesterday, like when we finished all this, we were at like over half an hour, probably like 40 minutes. We're at 20 now, which sucks.
So I'll do my top 32 for this segment.
Yeah, go ahead. I don't have my top 32. We'll hear Lennon's list, and I can,
Or do you want to do receivers first and finish out on that?
Yeah, let's do receivers first. Fuck it. I really don't like my receivers list.
I did not
It
either.
was
I made
so
it like 2
hard.
weeks ago.
I made mine. This week.
Wow.
Like looking at it, like I feel like something needs to be moved.
No, mine's really bad. Mine is actually terrible. I'm going to keep with it. Fuck it.
You know what? Shout out this guy. You go ahead and start. I got to.
Mine's 2 weeks old. And I finally figured out Maddox. I was literally for like since you told me, you're like, there's a receiver not on my list who's probably should be top 3. But he hasn't had successful past 2 years. I was like, who the fuck is he talking about? Devontae Adams.
That's literally what I just had to change about my list.
You
I was
put
looking
him
at. I
in?
was like, I have to put him in there. I have to
didn't put him
find a
in.
way to.
Dude, just wait till you see my list. Like some of them, you can tell I made this list 3 weeks ago because I just did top 10 on the year so far.
I factored in everything. I'm factoring in your production from last season. I'm factoring in not like accolades, but like I'm factoring in how you've performed this season. But I mean, if you were good last season, you still get like a little bit of. And
like
Devontae
Tyreek's
Adams,
not on my list.
Tyreek's on my list.
Tyreek is easily top 10, but
No,
he's not a top 10.
I'm doing the top 10 like skilled receivers while also factoring in production
Dang.
from the last 2 seasons.
Come on, pay attention, baby. Yo, you were not. You were literally staring off into the stage. You're good. Tee up. We're only halfway there, buddy. All right. So I just did top 10 receivers on the year.
Okay.
Number 10, I got Jamar Chase. Like I said, I made this about a week ago.
Okay.
This was before he had his breakout game, probably higher.
Okay. Number 10, I have DK Metcalf. I've always been kind of
Wow.
lower on DK Metcalf than most people, but honestly, like, he's at Geno Smith the last couple of years, and don't get me wrong, Geno, like, is a pretty good game manager, but he's not, like, a top 16 quarterback, I would say. So him putting up these numbers with Geno Smith and that offense, I think, is very impressive. I think there's not many receivers that have the physical, like, talent that DK does, so I think he earned a spot in this top 10.
Is DK Metcalf the biggest slanger out of all the NFL receivers?
I don't know. I feel like he's kind of a roid head. I could see him having a... He's kind of a roid head. I could see him being on the smaller side.
Yeah, for sure. All right. My number 9. This is where I'm like...
What's up, guys? What's up, guys? What's up, guys? It's currently 6 in the morning. This week was a struggle. That's why we only have a 20-something minute video out. We did everything we normally do. Monday night, we record. Tuesday night, we had to re-record. Reschedule with our guest. Maddox started editing on Wednesday. Was able to unconnect my hard drive because it's cooked, which is also causing the problems on the back end with the recordings. That's giving us issues having to re-record for the past 2 weeks. I'll get that fixed. That'll be fixed by next week. Wake up this morning to get it done. The audio cut out halfway through on the other one we could have done. The only other really option is to call Maddox a million times. Record at 7 a.m., something we've already recorded twice. There's no point. It's going to be worse than this is. This is really our only option to get it out at our normal schedule upload. And so we're really sorry. It won't happen again. We're going to try our best to make it happen again, at least, because this was kind of out of our hands. But at least we got something out this week. But But yeah, we're really sorry, and we're going to do our best to make sure next week is the best episode. And I'm going to bed after I download this, and see ya.